Class 10, so we have started with chapter 8b. So in the previous video lesson, we have learned about what is electromotive force, what is the voltage, terminal voltage, what is voltage drop, what is causing the voltage drop, which factor, internal resistance of a cell, the difference in the EMF and the terminal voltage is due to, first of all, what is the difference? The voltage drop. Difference between the EMF and the terminal voltage is the voltage drop, which is caused by the internal resistance. And also an important factor that EMF is not a force, okay, it's the potential difference between the two terminals of the cell in open circuit condition, okay. So don't get mixed up with all those things. Why is the term force used in that? Because you can imagine it as a driving cause for the current to flow across the terminals of the cell. Now, suppose if we have a positive test charge Q, okay. Now, I am doing some work in moving the charge Q across the terminal, that means throughout the entire outside the cell as well as inside the cell. Suppose total work done is W. So what is W then? The work done in moving the positive test charge. Work done in moving the positive test charge through the entire, that means outside the cell as well as inside the cell. The total work done in moving the test charge, like this. Now, can I write this is equal to work done in moving the test charge Q outside the cell plus work done in moving the test charge Q inside the cell? Can I divide it like that? This is the work done in moving the test charge outside the cell, and this is the work done in moving the test charge inside the cell. Right? So outside W prime, inside W, and net total capital W, total work done. How can I write this? From law of conservation of energy. Okay. Now, I have moved the charge Q, right? So, if I divide both sides by Q, what do I get? Work done per unit charge. Does it remind you anything? What have we learned? It has got something to do with potential or potential difference, right? So what are the things we have learned in this chapter regarding this potential or potential difference? EMF we have learned, terminal voltage we have learned, and small v. What is small v? This is the EMF. This is the terminal voltage. Voltage drop. Right? So, this, first of all, if I ask you the SI units of these three have the SI units, volt. They are all potential differences, right? So this also have SI unit volt, this also volt, this also volt. Everything, all these things have the SI unit as volt. What about internal resistance? Ohm. And resistance means it has the SI unit ohm. If it is internal or external, that doesn't matter. The SI unit is obviously, the unit depends on the physical quantity which you are measuring. Okay. Now, this is another definition of the EMF. one definition we have learned, that we can define EMF as the potential difference between the two terminals of a cell in open circuit condition or when we are not drawing any current from the cell. EMF can also be defined as a work done per unit charge in moving the test charge Q throughout the entire circuit. That means taking the test charge Q around the complete circuit, outside as well as inside. This is the electromotive force, right? But as you know, we get, if I measure the two, when I am drawing any current from the using this cell, we see that potential difference between the cells. What is that called? Terminal voltage, right? That means we find that the voltage across, the potential difference across the two terminals of the cell comes out to be less than the EMF of the cell, right? So terminal voltage has got another definition: work done per unit charge to move it from across the two terminals of the cell. That means only outside the cell. Only outside the cell. Work done in moving the test charge outside the cell. Right? What about the inside cell story? Voltage drop. Voltage drop is actually due to the work done in voltage drop is actually due to the work done in moving the test charge inside the cell, due to overcoming which factor? Internal resistance. This arises due to internal resistance of the cell. A cell, every cell has got some internal resistance, due to which we find that the terminal voltage is less than the EMF. So that's why we have got two terms. Otherwise, we would have got only one term. These two terms arises due to the fact that these are two different values. That's why. Otherwise, we would have got only one term for both. Right? So, this already I have told you, I have given you this concept in the previous video. This is due to the internal resistance. So, can I write this as Y? Let's see. Suppose this is a cell, right? This is how we denote cell. This is a cell, say EMF, say 2 volt. What is this? Internal resistance. Always we denote the internal resistance. If I have to denote any internal resistance of a cell, I will denote it like this, beside the cell. Okay? Now, yes, so R is, say, whatever it's a value. It has got some value, say. So that means what is the voltage across this? What is this? First of all, external resistance which you have connected, right? External resistance you have connected across the two terminals of the cell. You have connected an external resistance across the two terminals of cell. Capital R denotes the external resistance, small r denotes the internal resistance, right? Where will the current, now as soon as I have connected this, current will start flowing. Same current flows through this, right? So, that means this is equal to, I can say, I total resistance. You just imagine, okay, forget about this first. What what will be this? The voltage across this two terminals of the cell. Once current starts flowing, once you start drawing current from the cell, will this be equal to EMF or less? Less, due to internal resistance. So what will be this? Use Ohm's law. V equal to IR. I is given current. What is R now? Capital R. Because we are measuring this across the resistance which we have connected, we are measuring the potential difference across this. V equal to IR. Small v, voltage drop, I into small r. Voltage drop across this. This cell has got some EMF, fine, and this is the internal resistance. The EMF drops. The EMF gets reduced due to the internal resistance. So what will we find across this? The potential drop across the resistance small r. V equal to I into R, because the same current is flowing. How do we find just simply use Ohm's law, nothing else. We always see the same thing, which the form remains same, but whether you will use small r or capital R, that matters. Okay, so therefore I can write obviously we have just now seen that. So if I add these two, I'll get this. Okay, now from here, see this, V equal to I R. So I can write small r as V by I. In place of V, can I write? Obviously, isn't it? And just see, right? Okay. Now in place of I, can I write? I'm just using this. Why? I want to find a relation between small r and capital R, internal and external resistance. Let's see whether I can find or not. So ultimately, what do you get? Epsilon by V minus 1 see, epsilon by V minus V by V 1. This is a relation between the internal resistance and external resistance of a cell. What is epsilon? The EMF. V is the terminal voltage or the voltage across the resistance, external resistance which you have connected. Because by definition V is obviously it's actually related to everything outside the cell, right? Outside the cell. Work done in moving the test charge outside the cell. So outside cell means where will it move? Through this resistance, obviously. So therefore, I into R, calculate small v as I into small r. I remains same. See, the same current is flowing, isn't it? I into small r. Okay.